Around the table of oaken wood, our dice are ready, our nerves are good. The story is about to begin. Into the dungeon we dive again. Diving deeper into the unknown. It's surreal how we have grown. Swords in hand, nerves of steel. It's just a game, but it feels so real. And we forge on into the night. Snacks in hand, we will win this fight. The dungeon master reads the tale. Will the heroes now prevail? There's only one way to know the toll. We must wait for the dice to roll. The heroes live through the fight. The city is safe from shadows in the night. All the city sings this day. The heroes are on their way. And we forge on into the night. Snacks in hand, we will win this fight. The dungeon master weaves the tale. What's coming now? Will the heroes prevail? There's only one way to know the toll. We must wait for the dice to roll. And many years from here, when we are old and not near, we will remember the big bad and all the fun we once had. The laughs, the joy, the fun, those days, I wish they never went away. And we forge on into the night. Snacks in hand, we will win this fight. The dungeon master weaves a tale. What's coming now? Will the heroes prevail? There's only one way to know the toll. We must wait for the dice to roll. And we forge on into the night. Snacks in hand, we will win this fight. The dungeon master weaves the tale. What's coming now? Will the heroes prevail? There's only one way to know the toll. We must wait for the dice to roll. We must wait for the dice to roll.
Welcome to the dungeon. Look at this. Banter and Babble just subscribed to the party. There's dragons roaring. Fanboy Tone is here saying dongers. Dongers, that Fanboy Tone, have you reached out to Defect lately? Like, that dongers reminded me of that. I need to message him and see if he's doing okay. I haven't talked to him in a while. I was checking in on him pretty regularly, but I do need to check in on that dude. Dongers made me remember. Welcome again to the dungeon. We are here, and we are there. It's been a long day. Happy birthday, Wombat, Fanboy Tone says. Wombat is now 22.
Definitely.
Wait, you're older than me?
Only by a smidge.
These kids. Yeah, the what was it I saw? El Blanco sent me this thing, and he's like, if you remember these things, you're old. And it was all things I remembered, of course, like Sam Goody and KB Toys and all.
Oh, I remember KB Toys. I don't know what Sam Goody? Gooby?
Yeah, Goody, Sam Goody. It was a music store.
Oh, wait, this actually does sound a little familiar.
I remember Sam Goody.
Got bought up by Suncoast.
Yeah. But
wasn't that a candy bar?
and the other one, like, he's Tone's been pretty deviant lately, just in general. But like, he posted something the other day about the show The Wonder Years, and he's like, when that was like filmed in the 80s, and it took place 20 years prior, which was the 60s in the show. He said, if we were to do that show today, that would be the year 2000.
And
I'm like, oh my God. Cause like in the 80s, you were like 60s. That was a long time ago. Like it was so different. Like even from a technology standpoint, and then everything like throttled forward through the late 80s and 90s from a technology standpoint. So it felt so much further. Like I'll be watching a video online and they'll show a clip of like a news thing from the 90s or early 2000s. I'm like, why is it so fuzzy?
Yeah, why is it grainy?
Yeah, like I don't remember the 2000s being that bad. But yeah, it's awful. You're well. Yeah, thanks, Tone. We super appreciate that.
Yeah, classic rock now is like in the 2000s, right?
It really is.
Shut your hole.
Well, when they're playing movies from the 2000s on what is that TLC or whatever, like or not TLC, it was the old black and white.
Like the old Turner broadcast,
TV Land or whatever. Yeah.
But speaking of Fanboy Tone, there's a new. I didn't realize, Tone, that this one says Panic Games on it. I need the base logo on here. But let's set the tone. There's a new one come out with Tone's good friend Matt, who was a brewer, and he wouldn't even share my homebrew with him, so that's how he really feels about it. But it's fine. It's fine. It seemed like a really cool dude. I haven't had a chance to finish it all the way because it's like 3 hours, but that's fine. So what we do is 3 hours. So I and he understands that. Yeah, Faye Philo Regis says happy birthday too. Well, Matt.
No, thank you, sir.
But there is a new Let's Set the Tone. It'll be out on YouTube later this week. So we won't be with you next week because it's Thanksgiving week and we're just going to take a break.
We aren't playing next week?
No.
Oh my goodness.
We never play the week of Thanksgiving. We never come up with good ideas on the otter.
Next week's Thanksgiving? I've lost track of time.
Yeah. Well, not enough where you recorded the bonus action, but
oops.
We do bonus actions?
Well, some of us do.
Don't worry, we talk about it on our Instagram.
Exactly.
This week, Josh is back on this week. Half-Ass Beer Review will be on, and there's a new video from him that will be going up as well, where we mixed a lager with margarita here at my house, and it wasn't bad. It was bad, but you wouldn't watch it, and I'm scrolling in the wrong chat, so that doesn't help me a bit. Beer of the week is Chug Life, which is the lager we used, and it was actually a really solid lager. So show up Monday, forget show up the next Monday, right? We're getting into the holiday time, so. But it's still, everybody look at what date it is. It's November 18th. Still not acceptable to put up Christmas decorations. If you have already, you're a monster and quit it.
I'm going to keep sending you Christmas music on Instagram, though.
What if you're using your Halloween decorations to make them look like they're putting up your Christmas decorations?
So there is a gray area with that. Like that gets into that Nightmare Before Christmas bridge kind of thing.
Right.
So a stamp of approval. So. And Mike, you saw how it's gone. It's gone now, Mike. So we're ready to start the session tonight. I still have some Halloween. One, my desk is always Halloween. I always have stuff up. Like I have my Pop Funko Sam and all that kind of stuff that's always up year round, and skulls and different things. But so, anyways, what do you all got? Anything before we get rolling?
Just finished up the latest in Brandon Sanderson, the Sunlit Man, and it's not showing because
it is.
It is almost by Brandon Sanderson, Sunlit Man. There it is.
Oh,
for a second.
Is this
really
a new
good
series?
No, it's actually still part of the Cosmere. I'm
a new series within the Cosmere.
Yeah, kind of. It's actually an offshoot. I don't want to spoil it because I don't know how far you are along in the Cosmere.
Not terribly.
Yeah, you should get caught up because that will spoil it.
I should.
It's really good. There's a new edition called Of Wind and Truth that's coming out December 5th or something like that, and it's going to be amazing.
Latest in Stormlight, right?
Oh yeah, that Stormlight. You should get caught up. You got a lot of hours hiking and on the road. You should
I still haven't read book 4.
pop in an audiobook. Boom.
I can't do audiobooks. My mind wanders immediately. It's the same
Oh, you mean you don't listen?
problem. You have witnessed this firsthand.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I just realized you can tell that he's got something different going on because he's not wearing a hat today.
Not wearing a hat today. No, Biddle is.
Yeah,
Right,
Biddle.
Biddle
What is
my
going
hair,
on?
My hair is all. I didn't want to put gel in my hair, so I'm just hiding it. My wife
Faya
has
says
not
just
cut the
get
hair yet.
the 10-foot tall skeleton decoration and decorate that seasonally. Bishop would.
I definitely would if I could find it.
He couldn't find any. Yeah, there were some ones. We went to the haunted houses together.
Early on, parents.
I was sure he was going to walk out with one of the decorations. So
It's a Home Depot thing only, and Home Depot never has it in stock, ever.
So real quick before we get going, I do want
Yeah.
to give a shout out to Dorklayer over on YouTube. He went to Legions Con last weekend and picked me up their exclusive D20, and Four Horsemen's going to be releasing a 5e supplement, and they were giving these away, and he nicely picked one up for me and sent it along with my figures. So
that's
shout out to
amazing.
Dorklayer
Nice.
over on YouTube.
Yeah. Great. That's awesome. All right. Well, without further ado, because we are off next week, let's get into the dungeon.
Wahoo. Oh yeah, some Netflix engineer was getting screamed at.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
that
whole
they're
night.
moving- so they're moving WWE to Netflix.
right.
I'm like, you couldn't even do a match. You couldn't
Intro
even
number
do one
2.
match.
I started this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's get into that. We can talk about this in the post.
Must talk about it now.
Now you got me all fired up.
All right. Last week, the party resumed their fight with Ifritar, the Pillar of Fire, in the Brimstone Desert near Governor's Den. After a very harrowing fight where we almost lost many of the party members, they were victorious, with Bishop shoving the crystal into the forehead of the pillar and returning it to a restful sleep. With their new hired companion, Jack Mo, they took an assessment of the situation. Jack Mo had lost all of his employees, and they had a small funeral for them, took the ones they could, and traveled south till they met with the dwarves of Governor's Den. Offloaded those, paid Jack Mo, bid him on his way. He reminded him that his services could be helpful to them in the future. And they ran into some of the Yargish army within Governor's Den, which they sent back home. Standing in Governor's Den, the evening coming upon them is where we find our adventurers tonight. How would you like to proceed?
if it's evening, like, is it later in the evening where it'd be better for us to go to rest for the night and then see King in the morning?
It's definitely leaning toward dark for sure.
Okay. Well, if with it being this late, we should just go rest up again and then see the King in the morning.
I agree.
I agree. I don't think they would be amenable to a visit right now.
I mean, no one likes to be woken up just before bed to be talked to about books.
I mean, there are times and places for that, for sure.
And with that, we talked to the youngish, so I'll start heading back to the ship.
So you're all
And-
heading back to the ship?
Yeah, I'm going to use. Did we ever inform an Axeman that we? Yeah, we informed that we beat.
Yes,
Yes,
that's how we
that's
found out. We found
Where
out
he's
he was
at.
back.
Okay. I believe after we done talk to the king tomorrow, depending on where they're at with repairing the ballasts.
Ballast.
Ballistas.
You've had a lot of B
Ballistas.
words lately.
God damn, sorry guys.
No, you're fine.
Ship's
Depend-
weaponry.
the boomsticks. Depending where they are with that, we should start heading either to Kandor's Keep, because we haven't had a chance to get back there, or to Securitas' farm to pick up an Axamander. Unless an Axamander can get back to Kandor's Keep.
Would you
Which-
like me to try and reach out to him?
We can if you want. That's what I was just getting ready to do.
I can take that.
I would also like to investigate the Shadowspark crypt again to see if there might be any clues as to where Ethan may be hiding. We have unfinished business in Kandor's Keep, and I believe Drusilla needs to give us some answers.
We might want to ask for permission this time before barging in there, but I agree that could be fruitful.
Well, remember, the district manager cannot be trusted.
Indeed. I'm going to cast Sending and reach out to Annax. Hello, Annax. This is Marslin. I hear you're back. Are you able to get to Kandor's Keep, or should we... It's 20 words or 25?
25.
Grab you. Let us know.
I could hear you counting.
That obvious?
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I do this on my hands when I'm
doing the same
talking.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm giving you a hard time.
Marslin, I'm ready for the fight, and I will meet you in Kandor's Keep.
He's finding his own way to Kandor's Keep, it seems. So I guess we should head straight there.
That's good news. We can let him know once we're preparing to leave. Do we remember how many days travel it is for... Well, we don't know how he's getting there. By cart?
I believe it was a 4-day
Yeah, I thought it was like
trip.
closer
Alright.
to a week even, but
On a cart, but he would be on a horse, which is different. Because it's not.
But we
pulled
don't
on a
know
road.
that.
But you wouldn't know that. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Let me
And then
see.
for us, it's like, what, 3 days flying to get back?
Yeah. Looking. That's ships. Carts. No, so it would only be 2 days for him, because Smyrna to Kandor's Keep on a cart is a 4-day journey. So it'd be 2 days.
Cool.
Probably just
Okay.
under by himself. So
Okay.
yes, I have all of that travel time
Somewhere in a
in
random
huge
notepad.
chart. Yeah.
I didn't say I thought it was around 4.
So two for him though. All right. Are you just resting?
Yeah. I'm actually going to try to use sending on Elnara.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Just gonna distract everybody.
Hold on.
The ground starts rumbling.
Wait, Ilnara, the pillar of air?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's well done. Okay.
All right. Roll a D100.
$45.
Okay. Send it.
Okay. Onara, this is Gwenton. We need time before. What's the sister's name?
Ignia?
Ignia.
Ilarna, I think Ignia, right?
It is Ignia, yeah. Does she have any weaknesses you can tell us? That should be 24.
I will subdue her, as I promised. I just need you to do your part.
Wait, what?
Okay. That's better news than we thought we were going to get earlier.
Yeah, that's not what we initially discussed.
To be fair,
Okay.
She
To be-
absolutely said that.
she said she would handle her sister. And we assumed, like assuming does, it meant summoning.
I wrote summon.
But no, okay.
Eh,
I imagine I'm not with anybody. And we're back on the ship. So now we're back on the ship. How do all the ballistas look? Like they would need another day or two to repair?
No, they're brand new. Like it's unbolt them, bolt them back on. You know. So,
That's way simple. Okay, that works for me.
yeah.
I will go up and try to find Bishop, Marsland, and Justinian to let them know that for Ignia, Onara said all we need to do is do our part with getting the stone in her head. She will subdue her.
Okay.
We need to find a location that will benefit us all, especially if we are to use the army of Yargish.
To be honest, if she's planning on subduing her and all we need to do is get the gem in her forehead, do we want to risk all of these armies?
Do we still
It
need to
depends
get
on what her definition of subdue her is.
Well, we still need to do the whole gem ritual if she is subduing.
The gem ritual, just stab.
No, yes, that is a way of putting it.
I can
I'm sorry. Do I have the 2 crystals, or did they disappear when they were put in the foreheads?
No, they disappear. They absorb in.
Okay.
We have 1 crystal left?
Yeah, green.
I had them in my inventory. I didn't know if they like went into the crystal or if the crystal disappeared after that. We did not discuss.
Did Ilarna mention anything about our current success?
No, all I mentioned to her was we need time before Ignia. And I asked about weaknesses, and that's when she said she will subdue her as promised. We just need to do our part.
That's
She
not
never said that she was
ominous.
going to subdue her.
I mean, she did say she will handle her sister.
Summoned.
We assumed that meant summoned.
I have it written in my notes.
Yeah, but we still might have, out of character, we probably assumed that meant summoned.
All of
everything
us
else was-
assumed the same word.
Well, think back, she said, hey, this is how you summon Ifritar. This is how you summon Ishtab. And then she said, I'll handle my sister. So due to
I don't think the word subdue was used, so we can investigate this
Oh
later.
my goodness.
she said handle her sister. Okay.
Anyway.
Anywho.
I know I'm not there right now, but if I may assist, DM, what did she say?
She will handle her sister.
There we go.
Then
So
why
not
give us
subdue.
this damn freaking crystal?
Because I imagine it's gonna take all of her might to subdue her sister in a full Nelson. You know. Ah!
Okay, so we're gonna get the airship way up in the air above her forehead, and I'm just gonna jump off.
No, I'll just cast fly.
Yeah, because that
I
helps you.
think if anyone would have a best option for falling, it'd be me.
Till she
Okay.
moves, and then you just keep going down.
Can I get a paraglider?
I missed. All right.
But either way, we should rest for the night, speak to the king in the morning, and head out back to Kandor's Keep to pick up Anax. And finally let the heck's the name, the guy who died. There's a run on Marsland, right?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
There you go. It's definitely Gerslan.
Yeah, something like that.
But okay, and I guess with that, I'm gonna go to my room to go to bed, and typical cleric thing of breaking rules.
Urslan Tall Blue.
Okay. You all rest. Have a peaceful evening. You're awoken by the sounds of birds cawing in the bay. Bishop, you're awake first. Anything special you want to do, or are you just waiting for everybody else?
I'm just waiting for everybody else.
Okay. So the rest of you awaken, meet Bishop on the top deck. How would you like to spend your day?
I mean, I'm gonna get ready to go see the king, and I believe we're all gonna see the king last week when we got back. Does everyone still want to go talk to him? Just report in.
I don't have much else to do, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll go too.
I think I will stay back on the ship.
Okay.
All right. Anaximander.
Okay. I'm going to first. I'm going to go in there and tell Scootus that I'm going to be departing in very shortly.
All right, you've been bunking with the rest of the workers. We'll get closer to that. So you get up early one morning and do the things that you've been handling around the farm and head in, and Scootus is stirring the pot.
Well, good morning.
Scootus, it is time that I leave. I will be meeting the rest of the team in Kandor's Keep. And this time here was needed, and I was unaware of that until I dropped in your backyard.
Well, I thought for sure you were staying a little bit longer than that, but I understand.
There is a battle to be fought, and if there is a battle, then I must be there at the forefront. And it is my duty.
He walks over to you, and he lifts his cane up, and he just lightly taps you on the forehead.
Don't forget about that battle in here.
I won't. I will not forget your words, and hopefully I will see you soon so that I can finish the work in the farm.
Oh, you don't worry about old Scootus. I got enough workers to go around for this season. You just keep doing the good stuff.
I will. Thank you. Now hold out my hand.
He grabs a hold of it, gives you a firm shake.
Till next we meet.
Until then, safe journeys.
Safe journey. Yeah, and after I leave the hut or the cabin, I'm gonna go out to the rest of the workers, and and team, it is time for me to head back into the fray. And as you've heard many stories of of what I have seen, just keep this in mind that the battle is not over. And though you may fear what is out there, I encourage you to be on guard, because you will be needed. You will be needed to be there and to fight. So better you bring the battle to the enemy rather than wait for the enemy to bring the battle to you.
One of them steps up. Well, daggone, man, I thought you were going to be here for the rest of this harvest here, but I'm still going to go in there and watch out for that government, man. That government up there in Kendor Keep, man, they always got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying, man? You understand.
I do understand, and you always need to watch out for the government officials. But you continue on with the harvest and be prepared. The fight is coming.
Yeah, man, you come on back down here anytime you want to come back down here. We got plenty of stuff to pick up in here, and you can help out whenever you want.
I will.
Hey, Boomhauer.
All right, and then going to summon my steed.
And they just kind of like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, is they got a horse there.
Yep, get into the saddle. Until next time. And I'll start heading north.
You take off northward and down the road. All right. The rest of you. You are Governor's Den. You're headed to see the king. The guards kind of block you for a moment. Then recognizing you, they let you in.
How do you not recognize this shiny mithril plate of history? I'm sorry.
Step inside. He walks up.
Well, I hear things didn't go as well as they're supposed to.
Well, I can say for one thing, without the help of your soldiers, we might not have won that. They held themselves outstandingly against a god.
It hurts me that they fell in battle.
And I'm sorry that they all fell. I really would have liked to have saved them if possible.
Did you lose one of your own? I see the one with the antlers isn't here.
Oh, no, Justinian is decided to stay back on the ship. I don't know if he just wanted to rest from all the constant traveling and fighting we're doing.
So what can I do for you today? I reckon you're heading out soon.
Yes, we will be. I just wanted to come in to, again, thank you for the help. And to be honest, we might need more help with the last pillar, along with troops from Yargish, depending on how situation plays.
I'm not sure there's much more I can help you with.
No, and that's completely understandable. You've already done more than you had to do.
Yes, I know you understand here, Quentin. You're from here, but you know how we have problems in the mines.
Yeah. Have you guys thought about Tanasimfram again? I know that we told you the different stories.
Eh, take care of your small problems before you handle the big ones.
I mean, after I do want to help. I still want to get sidebar with what we have to do right now. But if there's anything I can help with while we're still here, that'll just take a little bit.
Go do what you gotta do. Sounds like what you got is a lot more important than what I've got.
I mean, I always want to do what I can to help my home.
What are the issues in the mines?
Don't worry yourself. We've got it handled.
There's something liches every time they turn around. But if you need anything, if you have anyone, just let me know some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'll have my mages send you one of those sending messages. Preferably while you're sleeping.
That'd be fine. I won't block you the first time.
Don't act like this doesn't happen all the time.
It does, from everyone.
Now, okay, out of character. Should we go meet the mages? Because you have to know the person you're using sending on.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, if you want to have a mage use sending, should we meet them so they can talk to us? Or if they have a sending
I'm just
stone.
kidding. There's no need for that. There's always paper birds.
We have someone who has one of those. I've never seen him use one, though.
They are so slow. Whatever the paper bird was about, the matter will be completely gone and forgotten about by the time the paper bird reaches you.
Well, they were made for communication within a city, not across oceans.
Yeah, but we're never in the city.
We're in the city of our hearts. So I'll shake his hand and I said, well, we're going to be leaving then.
Well, safe journeys. Come back soon.
Hopefully next time we come back, it's on happier circumstances.
Hey, it probably won't be, though.
I thought I was a pessimist here.
Come on, Quentin. You've been around here long enough to know how things go in Governor's Den.
Yeah, I know. Still be hopeful.
Yeah.
Oh. He just kind of looks off.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna mope into my cereal again.
Fucking that one.
It's fine.
Oh. Worlds are off to a good start tonight.
Everything seems. Everything's
you,
good.
You know who I blame? Cuddles.
Oh, because he did say you were going to roll that ones tonight.
He did.
And that's your second roll. First D20 roll.
Oh, sorry, second roll. Yeah. He cursed me, Cuddles. But
He did.
okay. I am feigning ignorance. Okay then.
He just looks pensive.
Okay. And then I'll head out once we're done talking.
All right. Justinian, you were there by yourself. Anything special that you're doing?
I am just going to pull that spiked armor out of my bag of holding and try it on.
All right. You kind of put it on, and as you place it over yourself, you feel it like start to conform to your body. You can almost smell the hint of like mushrooms coming up from the armor itself. Feels good.
Ass.
That's pleasant. Excellent. And I'll just stuff my studded leather in the bag of holding.
Okay.
All right.
The rest of you return to the ship. Do you come out to meet them?
Oh yeah.
So as Justinian steps out, you see him covered in this armor. It's got kind of, it looks like it's alive, like it belongs in the forest. There's moss on it. There's mushrooms kind of covering it.
Well,
I think
what
that fits
is
you, Justinian. It
going
goes through
on
your aura.
here?
This was that armor that we found back when we found the bracers and your little dinosaur statue thing, and I just thought I would try it on and see how it fits.
You just now trying this on. This is. Do you mind if I study you for a second?
Absolutely.
I take out my notebook and get up real close, looking over the armor and taking notes as I examine it.
What pen are you using to take those notes?
I still
know.
don't. I still like this pen.
All right. So you take notes on it. You draw like a picture off to the side because you do a lot of art and stuff in there. You get a good look at it, good description and art of it.
Awesome. I'm content.
I have a question, and this is just: if he doesn't have this pen, does he still see the same stuff?
I don't know. From what I understand, it's whatever that user writes with that. So I think it stays with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Quentin, because your passive perception's so high, I would say one, it's just gibberish that he's writing on the page. But like,
whoa, gibberish?
Yeah.
It hasn't been that bad before.
No, it looks awful to everybody else.
It looks terrible to everybody else.
He did say it looked illegible to me one time.
Yeah.
When I tried.
Marsden, you're still using that atrocious pen and writing style? Like, I thought someone with such scholar as you would be writing way nicer.
Why do you keep saying this? Are you all that uneducated as to think that this beautiful writing is atrocious? Have you not seen good writing before? Unbelievable.
I have
Whack
seen
that
good
close my
writing.
book.
Have to judge your judgment of us. If multiple people are telling you that it is no good, you're the only one that says it is.
Wait, I have an idea. Marsland, can I borrow your pen? I promise to give it back.
Don't damage it. This is the best writing of pen I've ever had.
You've got it. So I open up my own book and I like have a piece of paper with my own handwriting on it already, and I literally copy my name back down with his special pen.
Okay. Looks messy to everyone.
And I show it to him.
Well, now you're just messing with me. Clearly you intentionally wrote horribly there. I can see your good handwriting right next to it.
Marsland, I'm telling you, it looks great. This looks like the best writing I've ever done to me, but I know everybody else thinks this is crap.
You realize we also picked this up with several cursed items.
That we had to break curses on.
Hey,
To your point.
Hey, Marsland, why don't you take like an hour or so and just get used to the pencil and study it? I hear that helps you identify things.
It is just... You do make a good point there, Bishop. I guess I never suspected the pen.
I
I'll
don't
study it.
know how. When I was in the room with Drusilla, when she said the item on your head was cursed, I maybe would have taken a hint then.
But I like the pen.
Either way, Marzon, I believe you should square up with the dock. What I think his name is right now. The dock owner for any repairs. Wrong mouth. Or anything we might still owe him from being here.
We'll run those offline.
Yeah, I know. And then we can head out.
All right. Marston, you're the pilot.
I don't see the dock master in our NPC list. Anyway, all right, I'll head up to the helm and get ready for departure. Do a quick mental. Oh gosh, I have to sneeze. No, I don't. Mental scan around the boat, make sure everybody's good before taking off.
I am feeling much better, Marsland, now that you've returned.
I'm glad you're feeling better. You did great in that fight. I'm sorry you had to get hurt so bad.
Have you checked on my stern?
What's going on with your stern?
It looks nice now.
Does she have tassels now?
Did you also check out my poop deck?
Make sure to rub
Here
your
we
poop
go.
deck down daily.
Where are we going this time?
We're going back to Candor's Keep this time. Nice and simple.
It's good to feel whole again.
It's good to be back here inside with you.
And with that, the ship rises up. You begin heading back. Over the course of the next 3 days, is there anything that you all would like to do?
I'm gonna cast Identify on the pen at some point when I'm not flying.
It's a pin.
What? I was gonna say, I thought I'd...
Identify does not reveal curses.
Hmm. I'll cast Detect Magic on it then as well.
It's magical.
Curious. Maybe they're onto something.
Do we remember? What is this? 3 days travel time back to Candor's Keep.
Yep.
From here. Okay. I'll let once we get to Candor's Keep, I'll let Anax know that we're in Candor's Keep. We'll meet him at the house because not sure where he's at.
All right. Speaking of that, again, what you guys doing? Anything else on your 3-day journey? Any conversations?
so.
Anything?
No.
Okay.
Just the
Okay,
usual
wonderful.
chit chat.
All right. Annex, you ride forward north to up around the fields. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh, I turned off the hardware acceleration. 19.
Okay.
It'll show up in a minute. Just okay.
So as you're riding, just off to the north of you, just see a lone goblin standing in a field.
There's
A
just
lone goblin
Mm-hmm.
Goblin
standing
slaying
in the
shit.
field.
They're never alone.
Standing in the field, just standing there.
kill him.
Oh my.
How far away?
Maybe 200 feet or more from where you're at.
He's in the field, and I'm on the road, correct?
Correct.
Is there anybody else on the road?
Nope.
Do I see anybody else around?
Nope.
Nobody sneaking around?
Nope. And that's taking into consideration your 19%.
Yeah, yeah. You in the field. Are you okay?
You see him raise his hand up. Just wave.
I will wave him towards me. Or her.
He just starts kind of waddling. It's slow. He's just rocking back and forth like he's unsteady on his feet. Are you going to stop and just wait for him?
I am going to stop and wait for him.
Okay. It takes quite a while.
Okay.
And he approaches you, just kind of looks at you with a puzzled look on his face.
You'll forgive my caution, but we are on the road and many highwaymen are around. Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I am okay. Where are you headed to?
Why? I lost my way. I was headed
Where-
to Candor's Keep.
Well, I happen to be heading to Candor's Keep. Would you like to ride?
Of course.
Here, I'll hold out my hand to pull him up.
You pull him
Now,
up.
is he old? Is he just like an old goblin? Give me a person. Like, what's he look like? I'm gonna just
He looks ragged. He's got some smell to him.
okay.
There's hints of garbage and sulfur and things. He's wearing like a dirty tunic. He's got dirt all over his face. You don't see any visible signs of like blood, like he's done something awful or anything like
Okay.
that.
When was the
older
last time
side.
that you ate, Master Goblin?
I think it's been 3 days.
I will cast Create Food and Water.
Oh, that is
Please take a
was
moment
amazing.
and fill your belly. And then I'm gonna put the let the horse just sit off to the side and graze. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
It is getting toward nighttime, anyways.
Okay.
Well, you know, I got separated from the rest of my tribe. We were walking in the Spearwoods Forest, and then one was gone, and then another. Before I knew it was just me.
How long?
It's been 2 weeks or so.
You've been wandering around for 2 weeks?
Yeah. I found some fruits and mushrooms from time to time to eat. Why do you smell so good?
Define smelling good.
Oh, nothing. You just smell like beer.
Well, I'm going to set up camp, and you are welcome to warm yourself at my fire.
That sounds great.
Are you setting up fire?
Hold on a second. I have the means to be able to do more than this. I'm going to cast Zone of Truth on us.
Okay. And what's that going to do for me?
It's a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point, me, this fire. And until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell area for the first time must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie within the radius.
Okay.
You
Got a 12.
okay? The DC is 14.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so keep in mind if an affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive, yet must be truthful.
Okay.
What is your name?
Melkanor?
Hello, Melkanor. So, what happened to the rest of your tribe?
Ah, they really weren't there. We left them behind.
Who's we?
My lord and I.
Your lord?
Yes,
Who is your lord?
he's the lord of all things.
What were you planning on doing out there in the field?
Why, I was just waving at passerby.
Are you really headed to Kandor's Keep?
I am not.
Were you planning on any ill will towards me or anybody else that came down this road?
Oh, that, of course. I've been looking for you for a long time. I'm here.
Here to end you, child of Tyr, and I made you.
Oh my god, this scared the crap out of me.
At that time, you see his form shift from a goblin, and he falls down onto all fours, and you see this demonic mouth open up with jagged teeth and fur and bat-like ears as the creature snarls at you and leaps forward. Roll initiative.
Your lord.
I love that audio transfer.
That
though.
just
Yeah,
scared
that was great.
that just scared the life out of me right there, and my initiative roll of 4.
He surprised you.
He definitely surprised me.
It was a trap.
I love the fact that he fed him first. Is great.
Right?
All right, I've got to hold on. I gotta switch this over
This
here.
wasn't supposed to happen.
All things there are. It could have been avoided.
If he just kept going straight.
Why did you stop?
You're talking to the guy that literally set up a soup kitchen in the middle of Kingdom's Keep. Like, I mean,
Too good.
It doesn't help that
but
I
goblins.
just got a certified.
remember how we were joking in the chat about chaotic good also being chaotic stupid? Lawful good is now known as lawful stupid.
Okay.
This is where Biddle loses another character.
All right, man. Twitch is pooping the bed tonight. We keep.
I
losing.
noticed that.
Yeah, we're dropping frames hard, and it's not us because like this is coming through just fine. Sorry about those out there. This will be on YouTube afterwards if you want the clean version. All right. Turn 1 is going to move toward you. And he's going to make a bite attack. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm glad that you guys hear the music. Like, I'm not cheesing
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Triple damage. And you are unable to cast spells with a somatic component for 1d6 rounds.
I'll roll the d6. 6. So just look at your spells if you're going to do spells before you cast them. Somatic is hand movement.
Hand gestures.
Yep.
All right, and triple damage. So that was a 4. Triple 12. 16 points of piercing damage.
Got it.
And then it does a claw attack. And that one will hit as well. For 11 points of slashing damage.
Got it.
You can't run from us, child of Tyr. We've been hunting you.
Your turn.
Okay. There's no need to hunt me, for I'm right here. And then I'm gonna turn around and smack it in the face with a 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay, second attack. 25.
That does hit.
All right, and we will be casting Divine Smite with this. Let me just make sure I've got that up and I'm doing that right and nothing has changed.
Make sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
is this
'cause
a fiend or undead?
do you have Divine Smite anymore?
I do have Divine Smite.
I thought they changed it as a spell.
It just says Paladin Smite, and I've actually, strangely enough, have two uses for it. Oh, I can use it once per long rest for free, and then whatever my level 1 spell slot.
Okay. And what were you asking?
If it's a fiend, is it a fiend or undead?
It is a fiend.
Ah, strange. Okay, so I'm going to first roll the damage, and that is 9, and then 3d8. Okay, that is 32 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, that is with the second attack. Bonus action is, I thought I could pop him in the head was a bonus action with my mace, but maybe that was a different character.
I think that was a different character.
Must have been. Yeah, I think. Okay.
That was because you had Pole Arm Master and you could like.
Yep, I could just hit him with the butt of the spear. Okay, that is the end of my turn.
All right. He hits with the first attack. Hits with the second attack. First one. 18 points of piercing damage. Second one, 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
If you defeat me, more will come. You will not be safe until you are gone.
You are not the first fell beast that I have taken down, and nor will you be the last.
You hope.
And first attack, it's a 16 to hit.
It does not hit.
Second, 22. We will be
Okay.
using Divine Smite again. 4 plus. For 16 points of damage.
Okay.
End of my turn.
All right. First attack hits. Second attack, natural 1. So I'll do the damage for the first one. 14 points of piercing damage as it bites into you.
Damn it. That's 3 in a row that don't make any sense. That was piercing, right? I'm just making sure.
For the natural 1, it was slashing.
Oh, okay. Hold on. That one didn't count because he's by himself. None of those did either. You
guess.
cannot make... Because all 3 of them were weapons. You cannot make attacks of opportunity against the target until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
I'm going to, since my fey steed is up, I'm going to use life bond, and I just need to make sure that I let you. It says when you regain hit points from a level 1 spell. Does that mean I have to use a spell in order to, or is it like triggered when I use a spell?
I don't know. Let me.
Okay. Well,
is that a paladin ability?
It's a find steed ability. When you regain hit points from a level, it's when you regain. So the steed regains the same number. Never mind.
Okay.
But I will be. Let me make sure. Do I have with the steed? Is that taking an action in place of my action?
Let me look.
Okay, no, it just takes it goes right after me. So
it shares your
that's what I
initiative
just need
count.
to make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says combat. It's your ally, and it shares an initiative count and functions as a controlled mount while you ride it.
Wow, they changed the stat block. This must be the new way they're doing stat blocks.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay. And so it looks like I'm going to use at some point. I'm going to attack the creature. So.
Okay.
First attack. 16. Second attack. 16 again. And as at the end of my turn, the steed is going to take his turn, and he's going to use the ability that I just had up. That is healing touch healing touch. No, I said he was fey, didn't I? Yeah. I did say he was fey, so don't worry. It's only if he's celestial can he heal.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yep, and I said fey, so he is a fey for right now. So I'm not going to change that about. He's just going to do a melee attack.
He gets the same as your spell mod.
Yeah. As my spell modifier, which
and
is
he
that.
Does psychic.
And it's 1d8 plus the spell. And he needs to roll to attack. What's his spell attack modifier? It's a d20. That we got away from me using creatures. And that is 16. No, that does not hit.
That's 3 16s in a row, by the way.
No, it's 3 6s in a row, but a 12 and 2 16s.
Oh, 666. Well,
yes,
that's fitting
great.
For the situation.
For the paladin, yeah, and the demon. Okay. Now that's it. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Your horse charges over and kind of nudges you as it's going in, and creature goes against you. First one hits. Oh, that was almost a natural one, but it turned into a hit. 11 points of piercing and 9 points of slashing.
We will drag you to hell. We will keep you from your true purpose.
Nothing will deter me from the path of Tyr. Nor fell beast, nor god. First attack, 12. Second attack, 11.
Natural one.
Yeah. Oh, that is a nat one. Yeah. So
You have plus 11 to hit, and you've hit twice.
yep.
It's
I have a
absolutely.
I have a plus 10, and I have only hit twice, and I have 2 attacks every turn.
Reroll this attack against an ally within 5 feet of both of you. And
Not the horse!
The
original
horse.
target.
So
Okay.
let me look real quick. So the horse has 5 plus 10 per spell level.
Third level spell.
third
No,
level
is it? Hold on. Let me make sure. That was a second level spell for 25. So 25.
So yeah, so it has 25 hit points, and its AC
Okay.
is 10 plus. It's 12. Its AC is 12.
Of course, I hit him. That's cool.
You crushed him.
26. Yes. For 16 points of damage.
You swing at the creature, and it dodges out of the way. And as you do, you see the terror in your horse's eye as the mace connects under its jaw, and you just hear the cracking of bone in this celestial form of a horse, and it just kind of snaps back and steps across, looks back at you. It's definitely bloodied.
Yep. Bonus action. I'm going to use lay on hands. The whole shebang.
Is that a bonus action or an action?
Yeah, that is a bonus action.
Okay, I think they changed that.
Yeah, you yeah, it's under the bonus action tab. So I'm going to
Okay.
assume that
Yeah,
is a bonus
I would
action.
assume they probably changed. It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm healing for the full amount, 55.
All right, creature's gonna go. It actually misses its first attack, and it misses its second attack.
Okay. What's the matter, beast? Getting weary? 14.
I figure if I wait long enough, you'll hit yourself.
All right,
Natural
it's a nat
20.
20.
Natural 20. All right, maximum damage. And the target's AC is reduced by 3d4 until the end of its next turn.
Oh wow,
3d4?
You could like
That's-
fart and do damage.
That's
to that thing.
huge.
Yeah.
so that's
Or it could-
7. So you reduce his by 7.
All right.
So
So
it's
that
16
is
hit
a.
now?
It should be a. So that's 2d6 plus 6. So that's 12, 18 plus the divine smite. Divine smite does not get max damage, right?
No.
Are you casting it again?
I mean, I
'Cause
have
this
to
would be
cast it every.
your
I have to
third
cast
one,
it
right?
every time, so this will be the third time.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
And I have a free one every level as well, so or every
Okay.
long rest. All right, so let's do that, and then we'll just do this as well because you get an extra one. So that's 22 plus 16. That's 38 points of damage.
Okay. You bring your mace down onto its head. You hear the cracking of bones.
Well, come for you.
And with that,
Bring
it just splats out, and it just kind of rolls over. And you now, that sulfurish smell that you smelled on the goblin earlier, you can really smell it just emanating from the insides of this creature as the night grows silent on your journey forward.
Okay. I'm going to spend the rest of the evening, to skin the beast, and then heal the horse as well.
Brutal.
I wear your pelt to tell the others.
All
Okay.
right.
All right, and then I'm going to rest with one eye open.
Okay. Roll a D100 for me, just for a restless sleep.
Yeah. 14.
Whoa.
Okay. Take 1 point of exhaustion.
Got it.
Remember,
Hey,
there
his
are
horse
new
is doing
exhaustion
everything.
rules.
Yeah, I'll take a look at those.
Yeah, it's not going to
Okay.
affect you in this case, but everyone should be aware of the new rules because they're impactful.
Yeah.
All right. The next morning, you mount up and you head towards Candor's Keep again, arriving
All right.
in town. Where are you headed?
Uh,
Because you're a day
I'm-
ahead of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna head to the house.
Wait,
I've got the hide of the creature on the back. It probably smells terrible. But
Did you leave part of the head? Like, are you witchering this? Like,
I'm not sure the reference there, but I've definitely kept the head and skin
Okay.
and have the pelt as well.
okay, so you get some looks riding through town for sure.
Tell the guards, watch out! The creatures out there are dangerous, and they're getting worse.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay. And now in town, do you see it? Is it acceptable to ride the horse in town?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna ride the horse over to our house.
Okay. So as you get there, after traveling the rest of the way there and getting to the other
Yep.
side of town where the stuff is, evening is upon you. As you arrive at the front door of your home.
I'm gonna check the front door for traps, just out of habit.
He's not here.
No traps.
Yeah. Open the door and step lightly inside. I'll put the steed into the stable.
Okay.
As far as I know, that's permanent until I decide to dismiss it.
Yeah, I have to look at it. I think so.
It's like the casting time is just instantaneous, and it doesn't say anything that I saw about when it goes away. So it's just going to hang around until it goes kaput for.
You're back.
Okay.
Let's see. Instantaneous. Yeah, duration is instantaneous. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know if that's just a bug, or they just didn't complete it. It's, there's no duration on that. So
No, it's a horse. Fine.
it's a
Good
horse,
enough.
of course. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to bring the pelt of the demon inside.
Okay.
I'll wash off the horse, and then I'm going to bring the pelt inside.
After a few moments, you hear, "What is that horrid stench?" And over the top of the railing, you see Bryn looking down. Ah, tell me you're not the only one that's still alive.
I am not. They should be on their way. We have temporarily been separated. However, I have returned early, and I could use a good rest. How are you?
It's getting busy around here.
Busy? How so?
Just guests coming in, and now that we've got the house cleaned up a little bit, it's a bustling activity.
Oh. Well, I've stumbled on a fell beast in the night on the journey here. Do you have any use for this hide?
You could throw it out back in the trash.
I will save it for tomorrow, and then I will have it. I will go to a leather worker to have it preserved. And I'll set it outside in the back,
Okay.
so that it doesn't stink up the house.
All right. So you're just going to go to bed for the evening?
If I see anybody else on the way, I'm gonna go in there. Do I like Lomar? Is he around? Do I see him?
No, you don't see him.
Okay. Then I'll just head right to bed. Exhaustion is exhaustion, and it's time to go sleep.
Okay. The rest of you, the next morning, you fly over the top of Candor's Keep coming in from the north. You see a blanket of snow covering the ground around Candor's Keep. Fresh snow fell the night before. The air is cold as you settle into the docks. You have finally returned to Candor's Keep.
How long has it been since we've been here?
Been a bit.
Oh, it looks like I'll need to put the snow sails on the ship. It's winter time.
Spray some Rain X on it.
Snow sails?
I've heard it all now.
Snow sails.
Well, it doesn't have tires.
Fair enough.
What's a tire?
Exactly.
All right, what are y'all doing?
Should we go straight to the academy, or should we go to the house first?
Well, so playing backward, right before we landed, I sent a message to Anax. I imagine he would have told us we're at the house. He's at the house, right? Or should I say that happened?
He doesn't have ascending spell.
I know. I said I was going to
you
cast
said he
sending.
Yeah, I would
right
imagine
before
he
we
would
land.
say, I decided to go home.
Well, no, he knew he was on his way.
Yeah. Okay.
So I imagine he would have said he's at the house if he was the day before us. So
Makes
I'll
sense.
let everyone else know that Anax is back at the house. We can go get him and check up on the house, and then, or just like you want to do, to go to the academy.
We
Let's-
should probably ask Drusilla when we can set up a real meeting.
I mean, she's been very amenable to us just dropping in.
But
mean, it's possible.
How often will that be the recommended course?
It is possible she's not even here right now. She did say she wanted to go talk to the avatar of the other guy, the library dude.
One second.
While he's looking at his sheet, I'd like to address the crew members that were going to be in town for at least a day or two to please go home and see their family and everything.
They are ecstatic to be able to get off the ship for a bit.
Do you know?
You hear a few comments about wondering if they were enslaved or...
I apologize that it took us so long to get back here. Do you have the days tracked from when we left with them the first time to now?
No. No.
Okay.
It's been... I'm pretty sure it's been over a month.
I'm sure it has, and I know I gave the dockmaster like 300 gold before we left.
It's not like they couldn't get off the ship at
Yeah.
the governor's den. No one told them they had to stay on the ship.
We haven't been home.
So some of them you guys did say stay on the ship, but
It was
yeah.
the skull.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
But no, they got off at Governor's Den. They would have went to the tavern. They would have done some normal stuff. Like, they're just happy to be home.
Yeah. No, I was trying to remember if the dockmaster gives the money to their family, and then when they get back, or if like they go meet up with him immediately, get money.
They'll take care of it.
Okay. Just tell me why any differences that we owe.
Yeah. I think you paid for a month in advance, so I think you should be even.
I paid for, I think, just under a month.
Okay.
Because it's what, a gold a person a day.
We'll call it even this time, and then we'll track
Okay.
the time better next time.
Okay. And then I'm sure they're gonna be shuffling off quickly.
Yeah.
Marsden, did you figure out what you were thinking?
I'm going to scribble on this paper bird real quick and send it.
Please don't use your quill. use something else.
I was going to. Yeah, I did detect some sort of magic coming out for this, so I think
Just hand it over.
I think you might be onto something, but I wanted to investigate it further. To humor you, I will use something else. I want to write on it. Hey, Drusilla, this is Marsland.
I can understand that. I can read that.
Excuse me, I'm writing right now. Do you mind? I probably should have asked this sooner, but what is the best way to request a meeting with you? We are back in town and have some important things to discuss. You can send another paper bird back, or just cast sending, or come find us. You know where we are.
1-800
Just come to the academy.
Unlight Sparkers Avenue.
Signed, Marsland. I'll send it off.
Okay. As you kind of throw the paper forward, you see it into a bird and start flies off.
All right.
Oh, look, a hawk. With that, I guess we're going back to the. I would say we're going back to the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, takes you a bit. You can see the snow piled up on the streets, and people are dressed in warmer clothing as you make it to your home. The home looks great on the outside. The work that Lomar and Brent have been doing has made the place look. It's definitely significantly better than the surrounding home.
They have put some massive work in this thing.
I wonder if the house is appraised since we initially bought it.
Probably not.
Appreciated, I mean, not appraised. Wrong word. How do words work?
But someone as smart as you should know how words work.
Yes, sometimes the gods temper with my brain, though.
Walking inside?
Yeah.
Okay. You all walk inside. It's done beautifully up. From the top, you hear footsteps, and you hear, Welcome to Lightspark Manor. I hope that you find your accommodations here. You're all back! And Bren comes down. She gives
We're
Bishop a
back.
big hug.
Is Bishop cold?
Yeah, of course he would be. She looks up at you, Bishop. Your friend is upstairs. Brought some carcass in last night. I just worked too hard to make this place look nice. Could you please speak with him?
Did you say carcass?
Carcass, yes.
Where the heck did Axeman get a carcass?
That could make for some good leather to bind some books.
And X, you heard there's some commotion, so you would... Yeah, I would say you'd probably be like in the kitchen somewhere, having some breakfast. You are muted.
This is early morning. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll come out. Hearing the commotion, I'll come out front. Who do I see? Everybody?
Yeah, everybody.
We are all there.
Well, you guys are a sight for sore eyes. I didn't think I'd see you again. I thought the last humanoid I'd see would be a Githzerai in the limbo dimension. How did it go?
The world appeared to as if it was a strobe light to me personally during the battles, but we were successful.
2 of the 3 have been put back to sleep.
That is a relief. Good. All right. Well, welcome back. Get some rest, and I will be happy to reconvene with you to when you are ready to talk about the next steps. Because I am ready. I've been separated for too long.
Glad to see you're back safely, though. And I believe what we're waiting on is a formal meeting with Drusilla to go over what has been found.
Is there anything that I should know that Drusilla shouldn't?
We
So
don't
you-
keep secrets from Drusilla.
No.
So, Marslin, dear Marslin,
Yes, Justinian.
you have given her all of the Shadowspark Chronicles that we have currently found.
Yes, and in return, she's helped us quite a bit along the way.
Yes. Is it your intention to tell her why you want them back?
Well, we weren't exactly sure what purpose they served in the bigger picture, up until recently. I was planning on it. Do you think we shouldn't?
You know, I will trust the group's judgment on that.
Does anybody else think we should withhold the information that I had told you all about with what I believe the Shadowspark books, the power they might hold?
I think that she would need to know in order to help us clean them from what you say they are not pure right now. They were tainted from the original writings.
They've been overwritten.
I'm sure if it would be wise to make copies before control Zing that writing.
That's actually, this is probably not a bad idea anyway, but I believe my great mentor Volg, or Glav, depending on which way you hold the paper, he is already researching a way to undo the damage to those books in the Academy, nonetheless. I would not be surprised if Drusilla is already aware.
Okay.
I mean, she knows a lot. Like she has a very good intelligence gathering network.
That she does.
We need allies. We need allies, and with those allies, we need to make sure that we are free with the information so that we can all make decisions that will ultimately lead to victory once and for all.
So, no secrets withheld from Drusilla then?
She already knows about the pillars. She already knows about Smyrna and the library. The only thing she doesn't know are the weapons that you were informed of, but she may know their locations or ways to find out where their locations are in those planes.
She does already know about the Birchwood Bleed as well.
I forget, has she given us any insight on ways to reforge it besides just go to the Arboreum?
She told us that, yeah.
Did she? Okay.
And that's where the Elven Smiths are that use Dragon's Fire in their forge, which is what I found out from Ferondis.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, she might be able to middleman, peace negotiations to get that reforged, considering I don't think most of the people in there are going to like us when we show up. Especially not me.
Why? Do elves have a problem with dwarves?
Did you not see how Colton was for the most part? Or his...
Right,
Oz's nephew?
But Oz and oh god, what's that horrible fighter's name that we got stuck with for a while while we were trying to get Oz back?
Rift?
Rift, that's it. God, he was awful.
It wasn't the smartest, maybe. Definitely passionate about Oz.
Very passionate about us.
I think we're sidetracking a bit. Sidetracking from they might not be willing to help us, because if Colton believes we owe him too many favors, why would he want to help us reforge a sword?
I don't know about the current political climate regarding the elves, but my interactions with elves in the past has been rather pleasant. They keep to themselves, but they are like anybody else. They are willing to help with securing their lands, and if this is a threat to their land, I'm sure that they'd be amenable to supporting us in whatever venture that we bring evidence for.
I'm not trying to argue we shouldn't go there. We need to go there to
Yeah.
get the sword fix. I'm just saying what we may or may not experience when we get there.
Yeah, I do not know this Colton Frost. Do I?
And there's the
DM. Okay.
No.
So I can't speak to your past interactions with the elf.
glaring elephant in the room with the book at Perrin's Folly.
You still need to retrieve that, yes.
It's getting to the point where it's unbelievable that they have gotten nobody from the envoys from either the academy or the church to get it back.
We do now have some new party members that look around the room that they don't know are associated with the Great Light and Sparkers. We could potentially send them in.
I mean, we could. We don't even know, to be fair, if the book is still there.
We
Correct me
don't,
if I'm-
but it is our best lead to try looking there.
So correct me if I'm wrong. We have two parties have been sent to Parents Folly and have not returned.
Correct. The Academy has sent some researchers, and the Church has sent some missionaries, and none have returned.
What jurisdiction are they under? Candor's Keep?
I
Their
would
own?
assume.
Are they independent?
Because Candor's keeps the capital, right?
Maybe we should petition Candor's Keep, the powers that be here in Candor's Keep, and see what their thoughts are.
The question of, is the book even there? I have heard some of you talk about a spell that can locate an object. We have seen the book, so we know its existence.
That spell, yes, could prove fruitful, but you need to be relatively close to it in order for it to be functional. I believe it is roughly 1,000 feet.
And I also believe that the spell wouldn't work as well for me as it would for Marcelin, as I've never laid eyes on the book. And I've only ever heard it described.
So we could try that, but I think at that point it might become a stealth mission. And I'm not very good at that.
Murder hobo in town.
Hey, if we're going that route, why did we stop the fire? To be fair, I don't think Marsden really knows that particular book.
It was you, me, and
Oz, if that.
we're the only three that went in.
Yeah.
I don't know how those spells work. I'm just.
It just says you have to be familiar with it. Familiar to you.
I mean, I'm familiar with
The other ones?
the other ones.
Not the same.
No, so
think
if we want to go your route, it'd have to be me.
Now, forgive my ignorance, but do we not have the ability to contact somebody telepathically?
Not that I think would be of willingness to help us there.
They don't like us.
They tolerate us. They really didn't like Jade.
They wanted us gone quickly.
But we have a whole new ship that they don't know we have. So we could just land and just never interact with them.
We could bring them a gift of friendship.
Give them a pelt.
Do we have one?
Well, it just so happens.
As you see Bishop's belt around his waist.
No, pelt.
Pelt.
Oh,
It just so happens that brings me to next order of business here. Since it has been a while, it is very, very dangerous to go out at night, out and about on the islands. I was attacked and ambushed by a fell creature, and I have its pelt out back.
I don't believe you were ambushed.
as far as you know.
What do you mean a fell creature? Does that like trigger anything for me?
Just a demon, a fell creature, a creature of the hells.
Why is the creature of the hells after you?
Because I am a paladin of Tyr.
Do you think this creature is
anything-
coming
I have
specifically
been
for you?
fighting these creatures for a very long time.
Does anything to me make sense of creatures of the hell and Tyr?
You know many creatures that come from that kind of a realm. Like he's not painting a picture of what it would mean to you.
AFK for a sec.
I'm sorry, Anax. I don't understand why. I get that you've been hunting them, but why would they be after you as a paladin of Tyr?
We are enemies. They are
Still nothing.
evil.
You're using white paint right now.
They are. It's very simple, my dear Quentin. They are enemies and of evil, and I am a bringer of death to those.
Sounds like you have an
particular
enemy of
creatures.
evil in your background right now.
I fight evil. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for Tyr for a very long time.
Can the kitchen shut up over there?
Gosh, I know it's the one
God.
time I'm at home and she's doing all the dishes at once.
Oh, that's you. I thought that was Bishop.
No,
No. Oh God. What's her name? It's Aunt something, and we didn't have a chance to put it in yet. She's going crazy on that good Southern old cooking.
Jemima.
it's like I can't unmute fast enough for another dish to go into the dishwasher.
Is she throwing them from across the room?
I don't know. I think she's got her headphones in, so she
Okay.
doesn't know how loud she is. And, I mean, it's like she's borderline breaking the dishes.
Either way, I still don't understand just why they're hunting you just because you killed them and you're paladin of Tyr. That doesn't make any sense to me, but I think Linda. That's what it is.
Do we have to worry about them coming to this house?
Quentin, I am being as honest with you as I know, and this has been something that has been just part of the war with evil that Tyr and I have fought for many a moon.
I fully believe you're being honest with me. I just don't understand why they'd be after you.
What is Tyr the god of exactly?
As Quentin goes through his manual.
I know, right? Like, let me go.
Well,
Wow.
I figured the paladin.
You know what? I thought I was
pays
not.
for
I
that,
thought
you
I
know?
wasn't on mute. I immediately answered there. Justice.
Okay.
So, he is the god of justice. I don't know if you heard it before, but Quentin, I am being as honest as I possibly can. There is no I have been fighting these creatures. It is just part of the war.
Did you ever tell us what war exactly you're referring to?
It is from one war to the other. My mission has been always to be sent off when there is a battle. I am there to do Tyr's will when he decides it is time for me to wake and fight.
Are you telling me you sleep until needed? Like in a suspension?
I don't know all of the magical goings on that happen, but in a sense, yes. I sleep, and then I am woken, and then I fight. However, this time I have awoken, and there was no fight. There was silence when I woke.
How often are you asleep for? Typically.
I don't ask the date. I don't ask the time. I just fight. It's what I do. I'm here to defend, and I'm very good at it.
Can all of you, while this is going on, roll a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Not an accident, by the way.
Nat one. I am oblivious.
There's
You're
nothing
in-
new there.
Okay. Continue.
Are you Tyr's avatar?
No. I am a paladin of Tyr, and that is all. I have been asked to fight for him and been given special privileges to do so.
Possible you don't know you're the Avatar? We should put you in a seat and see what happens.
DM, do we know what it takes to be an avatar anyway?
Nope.
I didn't think so. Yeah. So okay. It's not the player, it's the story. Okay. Good.
And this, my friends, is why you need to read your stories.
I know.
I'm
I just
kidding. I know.
yeah, I
Give me
know.
a
I
hard
know the
time.
backstory, but I leave it in a certain way so that we can fill it in with however the story flows. So yeah, there's but yes, I fight.
Okay. So if we need to, I feel like we need to make a list right now, right? There's just so much that just happened. There's so much going on. We're
Focus
expecting
on the
to be-
priorities. Is
expecting to be
the
attacked
pillar of air? Is the pillar
by
of air
demons.
still on our side?
Yes, the Pillar of Air of Elnara says she would subdue Ignia. We just need to play our part, which could mean just simply stabbing the gem into her sister's forehead, or if she needs our help to do something else with that. Try to read too much into it, because last time we read into it, we got it wrong.
Did you meet with her again?
No, I used sending to talk to her.
Truly, that is a powerful little spell you have there.
It's helpful.
Good.
It's quite good.
When I sent it to her, I did say we needed time because we needed to meet back up with you. We needed to spend some time in Candor's Keep.
This
meeting
makes
with
sense.
Drusilla
You
and Heather.
you spoke with me across the into another plane. It shouldn't surprise me then that you speak with the Pillar of Air.
Oh, Nara, yes.
Oh, yeah, I almost said Elnara, but I didn't want to butcher it. So I said Pillar of Air.
I think I've just been lucky being able to talk to people across planes.
So, yes. Priorities.
Priorities. Where's the fight? Where do we go next? So, Pillar of Air, the immediate threat.
We have Ignia to take care of.
Yes.
We need to figure out if we can find any clues on Athean Shadowspark's location. And since he was released here in town, we need to investigate further where he was released from.
We also have now Fane Shadowspark to consider. Not maybe the highest priority, but he is there.
The fact
have
we know
to-
where he is
We have to find all the echoes of redemption before we worry about him.
Oh,
Just wanted to make sure we were still thinking about him.
before I start delving into this inquiry, was I there? Because was Anax there when that info dump went on?
I thought it was.
I
I
think
can't
everybody
remember
was,
because there was
yeah.
a period where I, the player, wasn't there because of an event.
This happened before we left. Map. The little.
Tierney.
Yes.
It was when you left
No.
Smyrna.
Smyrna. It was right after we
the library came up.
killed Justinian's family.
That's okay. So the library. All right. So I was aware for that. All right. Okay.
But we don't know if Marsland told us all the information. I know he told us about the prison island, Fane being alive, and the weapons, but I don't know if there was anything else that was said.
That
Nothing in our
is
notes.
Yeah, he gave us the books, the Birchwood Blade, the Reverent Agus, Gauntlets of Tranquility, and the Cudgel of Virtue.
that's the bulk.
Is there a chalkboard inside of this room?
That's part of your Bastion turn, so you decide that.
Got it. We should put a chalkboard in here. We need to put some priorities in here and a to-do list.
I think we already know that priority number 1 is Ania, and priority number 2 is either Athan, and then getting the
If we can
echoes, or
take Athan off the board, that's at least one Shadowspark gone.
Do you think we'll even be able to take on Athan before we have the echoes taken care of?
The longer we wait, the stronger he gets.
I happen to agree
Where do
with
the avatars play in on this?
We do not know if there are any other avatars. We only found out about the second one after rescuing the first one, and we have not heard anything since we rescued the second.
well,
Do we
Priscilla.
know what seats are empty?
We don't know anything about seats. We
It
can.
was happenstance that we found the first one in the church. The second one, we literally made an educated guess about the library.
Though I am all for restoring the Pantheon, but I don't think that is of high importance now. We
And
must rely on the information that we have in front of us, and that is the echoes and Athan.
Correct.
And I think that with what we saw him do to you, Annex, that Athan has to be taken off the board before he can build any more power. He almost killed you with a single snap of his fingers.
I would not want to face both of them at the same time.
Agreed.
Which Shadowspark is contained at Das Khaldun?
Pain.
Fane. So Athan is the wandering Shadowspark that we need to locate.
Correct.
We need ears. We need ears in other parts of these cities in order to get more information so that we can act on evidence rather than on a whim.
Well, hopefully our meeting with Drusilla will give us some clarity on that. Hopefully
Yes.
the Academy's found something.
I'm certain that she has ears across the aisles.
If you get to hear back from Drusilla, it's been some time. Why is she not
Like
getting
10
back
minutes.
to me?
Maybe
It's
a
a
half
paper-
hour at the most. Like,
It's a paper
You're like
bird.
the,
It's still
you're
flying
like the,
there.
the clingy girlfriend who calls every 10 minutes wanting to know where you're at.
Where are you?
I texted you. Why didn't you respond? I saw
why did you
read
turn
it.
off your location?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Is that it? Did I win D&D tonight?
That was pretty good. A lot of good ones tonight, for sure. All right, you're home. What do y'all want to do?
Here, let me show you. And I'm gonna go out into the back stoop, and I'm gonna pull in the hide.
Okay. Quentin,
This is what we're dealing with out there.
Quentin, give me just an intelligence check with advantage, and to see if you know what this is.
It's just a wolf.
15.
Okay. Good thing there was advantage.
They're just 2 flat rolls, so.
Yes. So you looking at the leftovers that's there, you recognize this as a bar guest. I'll put it in chat.
Okay, I was like, oh, what is this?
And
Fell creatures, this is. Going to have its hide preserved, just for my own purposes.
you are aware that bar guests are sent on missions by the General of Gehenna, and they prefer to come to the material plane as goblins to prey on unsuspecting travelers during their hunts.
I feel like you're singling me out here.
No, they actually, yeah.
Have you seen this beast before, Quentin?
Have I seen it? Yes, in books. Read about it, basically. I would assume I've read about it. I don't think I've seen them in person ever. Especially not in the last... How many months has it been since we started trying to figure things out here?
And a few.
Well, I have felled many, and this is one more, but I cannot emphasize enough how dangerous it is out there to find one of these.
Well, it's probably a decent thing that we travel then, if they only come up as goblins or wolves.
I warned the guards out front. Hopefully they can spread the word and exercise caution amongst the citizens.
So go full nuclear on goblins. Gotcha.
Which is not far-fetched for a dwarf.
Yes, I'm in character.
I like how Quentin's all like, stop being racist against dwarves. And he's like, goblins?
Fuck goblins!
I don't know why everybody hates dwarves so much, but fuck those guys.
100% accurate. So, with there being no signs of paper birds coming to Mr. Marsland to let us know we can go yet.
What time of day is it?
At this point, you're morning, and then it was morning when you landed, and walk home. You know, at this point, it's probably like noon.
I still haven't heard anything back.
Nope.
If only
I just
knew
put
the
my
bird got there.
I just put my hand on Marsland and I'm like, maybe she's not that into you.
He's just anxiously vibrating.
She does have a whole academy to deal with.
I cast sending.
Is there nobody
Oh
else
my
that we
god.
can? Is there nobody else we can report to that can give her the information?
We
So
could
I mean, you
talk
know
to
of people
Drisk.
there. Yeah, Drisk is there.
I mean, Lamar goes there daily. There's also another Voldulcan who goes there we haven't talked to yet.
Yes, there is. Speaking of, where is Lomar? I haven't seen him since we got back.
I'm going upstairs.
Yeah, Bryn's
I
been
have- I
rolling
have
her
some,
eyes
like-
for a while.
Yeah, I got some cleaning up to do.
I mean, it would be nice to take time to polish up equipment and everything. Do some maintenance.
Is that what you're doing, Quentin?
Yeah, I'll polish up my mithril armor and everything.
Annex, you're standing there with a.
Yeah, I'm going to take some time. I'm going to find a tannery, and I'm going to have the hide preserved.
Okay. It'll cost you about a gold.
Yep, I'll take care of it. It's like a fifth of my.
He just Annex just like shrugs and just walks out outside. Justinian, what are you doing?
I'm going to take my 2 plants, the one that I took from the desert outside of Governor's Den, and the one that I took from oh god, what's the name of the orc place?
Yargish?
Yargish. I'm going to take the 2 wild plants that I took saplings of, take them to my room, and start trying to propagate them.
Okay. Walking into your room, you can see the plants you had in there have grown quite a bit. It's really nice in there now. Very homey to you.
Excellent.
And Marsland, what are you doing?
I am going to take my dirtied, wrinkled pirate outfit from this past adventure and find some way of rigging like a mannequin of sorts that I can put the clothes onto as memorabilia in the library.
Okay. You walk into the library. You see Lomar just kind of studying books.
Oh, hey, Lomar.
Oh, hello, Marsland. How are you today?
Doing good. I didn't realize you were home.
Yes, I've been quite into studying various things.
Have you discovered anything interesting since we've been gone?
Oh, so much interesting. So much interesting. This is quite an interesting land. You know, Rashawn was nice, but this has so much more history. It seems that, and you might find this impactful, that compared to Rashawn, people from here would call our history quite dull.
You know, I get the sense that people don't find Rashawn as interesting as we did when we were there, but I think I see your point. Yes. You know, it is still sad about Rashawn, but you must always be looking forward.
Yes, I could barely find information about the annual speed reading competitions we used to have. And imagine how big of a festival that is, and not one mention.
You mean to tell me people don't participate in that here?
Marston, you might find this quite interesting, but I learned that at least 40% of the residents of this town can't read.
But I thought I could have sworn you said 40%. You must mean 4%.
I wish I meant 4%.
The goblins of the towns.
I actually did some polling, and I went through the entire town. And yes, about 40% can't read.
I think we should start some sort of school of some sort to teach everybody how to read. That's appalling.
Yeah, I mean, I showed them the book. It was written in pure Vidalcan, and I don't understand why they couldn't read that.
Did you try a different language other than Vidalcan?
Well, no, we wanted to get pure test results.
Were the ones you were showing this to Vidalcan?
No.
I think I might have found the issue. Wait, you need to tell me that 60% of people could read Vidalcan.
Well, it's quite fascinating, but it seems that the ones in the library seem to know how to read this.
That is quite fascinating. I don't know quite how to respond to this. Anyway, speaking of other Vidalcans, have you come across another Vidalcan at the Academy?
I have seen one, but I have failed to approach it properly.
Do you get a little anxious too?
I do. And they always seem like they're very busy and reading their books, and you know what capital crime was for interrupting someone reading a book when we were in Rashan.
Oh, yes. Straight into the handcuffs, straight to jail.
Yes, and don't forget, they denied you any books for a period of time of the punishment.
It truly was the worst. I don't know how they can expect somebody to survive such a cruelty. But I found here people a little bit more approachable, and you start in small little bits. I find it useful to just go up and say hi to somebody, and before they can respond, you just walk away. It makes sure that nothing can go further south.
That seems like a good idea. I'll have to try that.
I hope you do.
Well, but anyway, I have made some connections, and if there's anything you need me to research, I have more than enough resources to research information.
Actually, I do have a few things that I would like to ask you to research. And I'm going to take some time to show them my notes of the things that we've discussed from the Echoes and Cyric, and I guess the Pillars as well, and ask him to research those things. See what other information he can dig up.
Okay.
Read the chat.
And we'll keep that in mind for your Bastion action.
And Lomar can't read any of those notes.
Actually, also could you also research the ley lines of this land and ways that we could stop the Shadowsparks from retapping into this power?
That is something I think I can do.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else got anything to do for the day?
Is it a new day or is it the nighttime?
It hasn't hit nighttime yet. Just whatever you're doing today before you rest.
Then nothing much different.
Okay. Annex?
You're back.
After putting the having the hide preserved, I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna find a soup kitchen or whatever the equivalent is, so that I don't have
You've regularly
district manager like staring evilly at me.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you do that for the evening. Justinian, you're just propagating plants.
And then I would like to take my new armor to Bren and explain to her magically what I found out this armor can magically do, but I think it might hurt me. Does she know of a way to make it to where it won't hurt me?
Okay. So she takes a look at it. Don't really know. It's old magic. My desk, Loma. You could probably look something up.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Here, and I give her a gold piece.
Thank you.
And I run off to Lomar.
Okay. Bishop,
Alright.
anything?
So yeah, after I've gotten the dents and everything else out of my undercarriage, I'm going to take a stroll out to the cemetery district.
Okay.
I will let everybody know I'm going, but I'm just gonna go and look around.
Okay. It seems, relatively peaceful out there. It's quiet. There's, a couple people here and there, crying at headstones and things.
I'm focusing on the Shadowspark crypt.
Yeah, there's no guards
Okay.
like before.
And keeping my eye out for Olston.
Yep, you do not see old.
All right. I'll wait for them to be with me.
Be with you.
He's talking about going into the crypt.
Oh, okay, so you're heading back?
I'm gonna head back. I'm not gonna go in by myself.
Okay.
Stealth mission.
All right. You head back. It's teetering on evening. Justinian, when you talk to Lomar, he mentions that Marsland also gave him a research task, so it would have to wait. But he can do it after that one.
Okay. If we're still around, no big deal. I appreciate you, Lomar.
He thanks you for that. And then
And
everybody's
I'll
going
give
to
him
bed?
a gold. Yep.
Okay. All right. Marsland,
Me.
you slip into a deep,
Oh no.
restful sleep. Everything feels great. It's been a while since you've been able to be this comfortable with no interruptions. You can hear Lomar sawing logs before you drift off into rest.
Can I cast sending real quick to Marsland to wake him up?
No meta! Marsland, you hear. Hello, Marsland. It's me, Drusilla. I figured I would wait until you were asleep so that you know what it's like to get messages in the evening. Stop by tomorrow. Anytime.
It is so great to hear from you. Would you like us to stop by right now instead? I'm wide awake again.
You don't hear anything back.
I wait there. She can respond, and eventually we'll give up hope and fall asleep.
Okay. No, tonight doesn't work for me. Feel free to get a peaceful night's rest. That's fine with me. Just ask for me in the morning and we can talk. Bring everyone.
It's so great to hear from you again. We can
Petty,
stop
petty
by
bitches.
very early in the morning if you would like. Or noon, or 10, or afternoon. We'll stop by at some point.
Okay.
I'll wait again for a little bit for a response. Wait
2
about
hours
an
later.
hour or so, and then I'm going to cast Sending.
Okay.
I didn't hear back from you, so I'm going to assume that that is it for the conversation for tonight. I hope you sleep well. Good night.
Okay. Then you're drifting off to sleep.
Yes.
Morning's fine. Have a good night yourself.
We have started a war.
I need you to roll a D100.
Oh
no.
no. Did I get unrestful sleep? 61.
Okay. You do get a restful sleep, but it's not great, but not enough for exhaustion.
Okay. I have a little crick in my neck.
Yeah. Morning arrives. Bishop, you would be up first, so
I will go down into the lobby of the house and just take a seat.
Bishop is that kid that sleeps over at your house and gets up before his friends and just has to sit there in the house and wait for everybody to wake up. All right, the rest of you wake up, and you see Bishop there. He's shinier. Where he was ripped open, there's now, like a mended seam scar. Hey, you're all together.
I just grabbed some coffee and some bacon and some bread.
All
You
right,
look great, Bishop.
Glinda serves it up.
Good to
Well-
see that you are well, Bishop. Was this Bryn's work?
A little of both.
It's good to know.
It beats walking around with a giant hole in my cavity.
Those tend to draw the eyes. Infections and death.
What would we like to do first today? We have options.
Do we?
Well, I have at least an option of I would like to go to the academy. Drusilla said that she would like to speak with us, or would have time to speak with us in the morning.
I like how she says bring everybody, and you're just like, yeah, I can go. I did some observation of the cemetery district yesterday, and it doesn't seem like there is anybody protecting the Shadowspark crypt. We do need to find time to delve back in there.
Perhaps we should do that before we go and meet with Drusilla, so that we have an idea of if we got a lead on Latham without her.
What? So I know it's been a while, but we do know that Athan is a lich.
Not really.
We don't
Okay.
know. We just
Okay.
know that he was dead and then he came back to life.
We have our
All right.
suspicions.
All right. Just wanted to make sure before I jumped to conclusions. But like, let's go after the phylactery.
Right.
So
Funnily enough, Bishop is the phylactery.
Are you reading my notes again?
Absolutely.
I agree. We should definitely delve into the crypts and see what information we can gather. But I would like to meet this Drusilla. I have yet to meet her.
Drusilla is great. I think you'll get along quite well with her.
I've known a mage or two in my time. I'm sure I will get along with her just fine. And judging by your excitement, she must be quite the mage of repute.
Yes, and she also has accelerated my growth in the academy. It's such a great place.
She's accelerated your growth, all right.
I don't know what you mean.
Is that your wand?
Marsland, that's just soldier talk.
Not the only sausage we'll be having is this breakfast here.
I see you've learned soldier talk. Well, to the academy?
I thought we were going to 7.
Yeah, I thought we were going to the crypt first.
I thought we were going to the... Okay, we're going to the crypt? To the crypt?
Let's just not try to be quick about it. Drusilla
Is the
did want
crypt
to see
on the way
us.
to the academy?
No.
No.
Opposite direction.
Okay, what are you saying about Drusilla?
She wanted to. She said she was free to see us in the morning, so just ask that we take that into consideration. I don't imagine that.
I mean, we can go to the academy first.
Yes, we can go to the academy
It
first.
might be better to try to sneak into the crypt at night.
Rather than broad daylight, I tend to agree.
I mean, we went into it broad daylight the first time, so it didn't really matter.
And how'd that go?
It wasn't bad until we at least.
It wasn't bad until it was.
Right.
I think we should go to the academy. If we find something at the crypt, we can feed that information along later.
Okay.
So I guess we're going to the academy.
We're going to the academy.
All right.
Maybe I'll finally get my nifty tattoo that lets me come in. I mean, I even have a spell book now, Marsland. I think I should qualify, right?
It's not just spellcasting that is valued at the academy.
That's the issue.
As you approach the academy, 2 guards see you. They don't even stop you anymore. They just open the door.
Marsland's grinning ear to ear, trying to see if others are like not so subtly looking to see if everybody else notices the recognition.
Some do, but
Oh my goodness.
some are just kind of. You see them kind of laugh to themselves.
Nerd.
Which one of us is the power-hungry warlock?
Bishop just points to Marsland. You may want to check that one. I think he has something hidden under his robes.
Are you actually saying this?
Yes.
He looks at you. What you got under the robes?
Just books. Why are you saying this, Bishop?
Bishop just walks in.
That one is a prankster. I don't have anything that I'm trying to hide.
And they're looking at you.
Rip down.
You sure?
I open up my robes. See? I am just a skinny blue man.
Proceed.
Head on in.
And Adrisk comes up. Good to see you.
Good to see you as always, Drisk. Have you
His
seen...
eyes shift around.
I bet you can guess what I'm going to ask next.
She said
to bring you to her office. She
Oh,
knew you would
to
be
her
here this
office.
morning.
We don't get to go into the. I guess her office is fine too.
I like
Yes,
how you act
I
like
guess it is.
it's an inconvenience.
Right.
Marsland really likes those books. All right, leads the way then, please.
And he takes you down a longer than it should be hallway. Justinian, you pass by the archive place where you were at before.
Yep.
You pass by that. It's down that hallway. And then he leads you and opens a door into a room. You step inside, and it's a rather small room. It's dark in there. And as the last person steps in, Drisk just shuts the door with him staying on the outside. And it's just pitch black in there. And you're looking around and don't see anything. There you are.
So even those of us that can see in the dark can't see.
No, you can see there's the door you came in and a small room. Small round room.
Wait, did you just leave?
Yeah, he shut us in.
We're just okay. Is there another door?
The door you came in?
And it's pitch black?
Except those dark vision.
I'm gonna cast light in my staff.
It's super bright in such a tight space. It's really
Everybody's blinded.
Is this the normal room that you convene with Drusilla, Marsland?
I haven't been here before, right?
No.
No, I've not stepped foot here before. Usually we have a pretty fantastical experience where a book is opened and we dive into the book, literally head first.
Clandestine, like.
There's nothing in this room.
No.
Are we getting? Are we on an episode of Punked?
I'll turn around and open the door.
Okay. When you open the door, it extends into a large room. You see a desk at the end of the room. Drusilla's thumbing through some books. On one side is a spherical thing, like a plasma ball looking thing, that you can see from that room.
That was such a cool trick. I'm gonna dismiss my light, assuming it's now not pitch black.
It's not. It's very well lit.
I'll walk in.
Okay.
I'll follow
Walking
behind.
in, it's almost like the walls are just glass and like you're sitting at the top of the tower. You have a beautiful view of the city. You can see all the snow-covered plains out into the ocean. But there are massive bookshelves. Sitting there, there are artifacts encased in glass with locked, big locks securing them in there. The room buzzes with magical energy. You're afraid to cast Detect Magic in here that you might actually have a stroke. There's
Did you
just
read
a
my
lot
mind?
going on here. Yeah. Everything just reality almost bends in here, and she's just sitting there working away and with her head down. I thought you might be here this morning.
I enjoyed our conversation last night. Do you have a room for rent in here? This is spectacular.
Oh, Marsland. Continue your work for the Academy, and maybe someday you'll replace me.
Do you mean that?
I'm
Don't
sure
say
she
things
does
I
not.
Don't miss. I don't say things I don't mean.
What was that, Bishop?
I believe that is called, what do you humanoids say? courtesy?
I didn't study courtesy. Not yet. I'll have to add that.
That is very obvious. Sometimes I feel that I am more of a human than you are.
Well, he's not human. He's Vidalcan.
Us Vidalcan believe in being very direct. No point in messing about with conversational nuance. Anyway, good to see you again, Drusilla. We have quite a bit to talk about.
Yes, it's good to speak with our voices at a reasonable hour.
I think I am sensing something. Does it have to do with when I've cast Sending?
She stops, closes the book on her desk, and stands up. Let me paint a picture. I am more than happy with the services that the Light Unsparkers provide, and I appreciate the knowledge that you bestow upon me. But if we could just have some consideration, just a pinch.
What? I apologize. Sometimes I get a bit too excited in wanting to deliver some messages. What is the best time of day?
Mornings are good. Maybe afternoon is okay.
But not bedtime.
No, so when you are in the darkest depths of this world, you could be aware of some sort of time.
Out of character, how well do we know what time it is when we are in a dungeon?
Unless you're actively trying to know, you have no idea.
I'll try to rely on my internal clock a little bit better. It's going to be hard to tell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Speaking of, actually, what is the best way to ask for a audience with you?
Well, you can send a paper bird, as you've done. Or, I don't mind that you speak to me, but you can also communicate with Drisk. He can arrange it.
What is the best way to summon Drisk?
Why don't you send him your spell messages? He would love that. I don't think he sleeps anyway.
That's good to know. It's good to have somebody I could talk to 24/7.
Yes.
You have just caused even more problems.
She's got just a big grin on her face.
Marsland doesn't understand sarcasm. This is all very literal to him.
Marsland, the very first time that you brought me to this academy, Drisk was actively sleeping. And we interrupted his sleep.
For something very important, yes.
Right, so he does sleep, just like Drusilla does.
I think I see what you're saying. The sleeping bit was a joke.
There you go.
Oh,
Yes,
who do
an
we
axe.
have here?
Yes. This is our new companion, Anaximander. Anaximander, this is Drusilla.
Anaximander Starward. Paladin of Tyr.
That's a lot.
Does he like pull a business card out like a scroll?
Every time.
Anaximander, how do you find yourself? Here with this group, the Light Unsparked.
I'm going to entrust you with information that I have only entrusted with this party because they trust you. I am a paladin of Tyr. Tyr is dead. And I have been fighting the battles that he has sent me to for longer than I am aware. I fight, I sleep, and then I fight some more. I go where he sends me. I have woken not to Tyr's voice, as I have often woken up from slumber, but instead to silence. So I wandered for many a moon until I stumbled onto the local religious institution here, wherein I was introduced to this party here.
She narrows her eyes. I thought all of the Tyr's Time Walkers were gone, were dead. Fascinating. Where have you been?
We call ourselves the Martyrs, and we go when and where we are called.
My day they had a different name, but the Martyrs it shall be.
As far as
This
I know,
party-
I am the last.
You may well be. What common cause brings you to be here with the Unsparkers?
I have lost my way. I have begun to age far more than I have in longer than I can remember. And I believe that is linked to the fact that the information provided by the Avatar that resides here in this city, that Tyr is dead.
Light Unsparkers, you never fail to fascinate me. What brings you here to me today?
There's a lot.
Lots of stuff. I don't even know where to begin. One of the lowest priority things is we've discovered, or I've been told by Ogama that Fane Shadowspark is alive and well.
Fame? No, you must be joking. It must be heard something. Fane died a long time ago.
I don't have direct evidence, but I've formed a connection with Ogma, who I am very sure you are aware of. And Ogma came to me and let me know that Fane is back and alive and has been banished right now and is trapped on the island with Dos Khaldun. But he is being empowered by Cyric.
Are you sure you weren't ingesting some sort of spice and had a bad dream?
Some days I wish I was, but I have never experimented with much beyond water and ale.
If Athan Shadowspark has returned, why is it so hard to believe that Fane did not have the same situation?
Fane was captured and bound by physical and magical means. He was sealed in Das Khaldun under lock, key, stone, water, sand. There is no surviving that. This wasn't a ritual. This was an execution.
Like I said, I don't have direct evidence, and I don't know if we are quite ready to step foot on Dalskadon, but supposedly Cyric, who has been disrupting the connections of those on the islands to the gods, as we've seen evidenced, is striking a deal with the Shadowsparks, Fane being one of them. He's trying to gain his own power and worship among this entire land, and they're collectively trying to realign the ley lines.
She just looks at you. I understand you come to me with fantastical stories all the time, and I believe you most of the time, but you have to understand how silly this sounds.
Have we lied to you yet?
I pull out all 3 pieces of the birchwood blade that are wrapped up in a blanket, and I lay them out, and I'm like, this is one of the things that stopped Fane the first time, correct?
You take them out and you unfold the cloth that's there and see 2 pieces lying there.
What? Out of my bag
see-
of holding?
I see 2 pieces.
Oh my god. Out of my bag of holding?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Awesome.
Where did that go?
Hey, Ifritar, wake up. Hey, when do I get that shard back?
Hey, buddy. Is it because the deal was broken? Oh, no. Wild. Well, we're gonna breeze past that real quick. We can talk about that later.
But was this one of the items that put Thane to his execution?
To rephrase, Drusilla, are you familiar with the 5 Echoes?
How do you know about the 5 Echoes? I'm aware of the Birchwood Blade. Sorry, I don't want to ignore you. It is many a story, probably one of the more infamous echoes that people are aware of, but the echoes haven't been seen a long time. And while most believe they're a myth, why do you bring this up?
This is one of them.
Because Ogma told Marcelin about the echoes in the same breath that he told him about Fane.
That's how I know about all this. So, do you still not believe me that I'm talking with Ogma and that these are the echoes and about Fane? How else would I know?
That's what I'm trying to reason in my head. How else would you know?
It seems that the deities are asking for our help. It seems that whatever connection Marslin has even though these deities have disappeared, they want to be found. They need our help. And this, what was the guy's name again?
Which one?
The one
Which
helping
one?
Sirik?
Sirik is the cause of many of these concerns. If
Yes.
Sirik is blocking the deities, he could have something with Fane returning, though still trapped on the island. We do not know for how much longer. Something
Well,
above us is happening.
the only person that would know about the ley lines. From what I've read, that's what Fane was trying to do all those years ago. I have to believe. This is quite dire.
He assumed as much.
What do you need from me?
A lot. Well, we need to find the 5 echoes. We have started this task already. Obviously, we have part of the blade laying in front of us. That is one of the echoes. The other I've discovered is the Shadowspark Chronicles books we've been delivering to you. The entire set makes up one of the echoes.
Which means Perrin's folly.
She looks at you. That has not gone well. And while we rule over the lands, we are hesitant to send an army over to acquire something that really is rightfully theirs.
Even if it means stopping the Shadowsparks from taking over these lands.
That might prove to be... Maybe we can negotiate? I believe it's been some time since your incident.
It's been, what, about 6 months?
Couple months, yeah.
Then there's also Ethan still running about. We were hoping to gain entrance to the Shadowspark crypt.
I can negotiate that, I'm sure. What do you hope to find?
Anything that might tell us where he would be going. I would hate to think that he was still here under our own noses. But we are at a loss as to where he went after the Argish incident. And the fact that the current district manager is also a mass kidnapper.
Mass kidnapper?
We informed you that Olston worked with, what's her name? The old district manager.
Caldera.
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 Yes.
To
I
kidnap
remember that.
people from Briar's Fork to test the plague on.
But we couldn't find any verification of that.
We gave her the location of the camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we gave her the location of the camp that they were using
Yeah, you did.
outside Briar Fork.
Yeah, it was empty.
Didn't we give her the book too? That had the journal that
the
had
ledger?
the notes?
Yeah, I thought
of
so.
the
I thought it
people?
was even in Caldera's writing, and she confirmed it, but could be wrong.
Come on, DM.
Well, it wasn't in his hand, right? It was in Caldera's.
Well,
You're
no,
accusing
but we
him
said
of running with people. I know.
Okay.
You remember how hard it is to accuse a district manager of anything?
But he wasn't a district manager.
At the time. Is now.
Talking about Frost henchman? That
No,
took
it
over
wasn't-
for
it-
Caldera?
He
Colton?
wasn't a Frost henchman, was he?
No.
Yeah,
No,
Colton.
no. He wasn't a henchman, but he knew who Colton Frost was.
He actually, you guys didn't really like run into him in that thing. He was trained.
Well,
I think only Oz dealt with that.
yeah, he was trained by Colton Frost as a
Yeah.
Frost Reaver. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember if Oz divulged that to the party. I assumed that.
I don't think he did.
Okay. All right. Never mind then.
All I
It's-
know is, okay, so I know he said that he knew that there was a bounty on Oz from Frost.
Yep.
Okay. It's been so long.
It has been a long time.
That was like a year ago.
At least.
had to be over that because I wasn't there for any of this.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
weren't.
We are running into a lot of dead ends. And these echoes were just recently brought to our attention.
There's 3 others that we don't even know where to begin with, honestly.
And as you finish that phrase, the transparent windows go dark, and you see cold stone surrounding you in this room as the building shakes with a rumble. You feel the floor shift, and in the distance you hear screams,
Oh no.
and that is where we're going to end
No.
tonight.
What? What?
For 2
And we aren't
For
playing
2
it?
weeks.
For
For
2
2
weeks.
weeks, really?
Yep. So,
What just happened?
I know what happened.
Well,
what happened?
Main attack.
Yep.
yeah. Ethan?
Yep.
Maybe we don't need to go to the crypt.
He heard me say he's still in the crypt.
Yeah, the crypt go to you.
I guess
It's like,
we'll
damn
see.
it, they caught me.
I guess we'll see in 2 weeks.
Gosh. Bleh.
It got intense there at the end.
I love it whenever it's gotten to the point where every time we go and see Drusilla and tell her something, she's just like, "What? No, you guys are full of shit."
Yeah.
Or she then sends us on to another side quest. As opposed to the main one
Are
we're
they
focusing
side
on.
quests? Are they side quests? Thank you all for coming out tonight, those that hung out. Thanks Proxima Rising for that follow, really appreciate it, and Katya27, thanks for that follow as well. It's hard for us to recognize you when those happen, as we're usually into the story here, but appreciate it. Faya, thanks for hanging out and keeping the chat moving. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Love our community. Be sure to, if you're into gaming or talking nerd stuff in general, be sure to check out our Discord here. I'll put the link in there. We got all sorts of stuff going on there. If you're into 3D printing or about anything, we kind of do that game together quite often. Yeah, we won't be here next week.
Beers,
Yeah, beers, because a lot of us
TV
brew.
shows, movies,
Yeah,
food, dogs.
horrible rigged boxing matches. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love how they show him, like, you can't even see his hands move because he's punching so fast in the training sections, and then in the match it's just like, he's too old to be doing it. Oh, come on, man. I watched him train here in the video.
It's because his gloves were in his mouth the whole time.
I guess he has a biting thing.
Yeah, Vander Holyfield knows.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're aware of the fighting thing. I mean,
he said he's always had it, fixation, but there was a
I
lot
was saying,
of
you
rumors.
see the memes coming around?
Oh
where
yeah,
he's-
we got food in there. We're big on food.
He's got Holyfield's ear in a Christmas box. It's like, it's
Well,
your ear. I've kept
There
it.
was some stuff floating around saying that, like, some of the stuff leaked out, and he wasn't allowed to do like uppercuts, and he didn't get paid unless he made it to the 7th round, and all this kind of
Oh
stuff.
my God.
So, yeah, it was rigged. So
Well, yeah, that's not a surprise.
Well, that was my thing. I'm like, yes, he was old, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, Jake kept keeping his distance, but I'm like,
totally not
you-
rigged. See,
you do realize that if he'd actually gotten close enough to be able to keep hitting him, it would have been a different kind of match. I'm like, after
Yeah.
the second round, I was like, at this point, he's not going to win.
yeah. So see, these are conversations that we have in the Discord as well. So it's a good time. So stop by there. We won't be here next Monday. We will be with you here on Wednesday. I don't know what we're playing yet, but we'll be here on Wednesday. all of next
thought-
week we're off.
I thought we were turkey hunting this Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we are turkey hunting this Wednesday. Thank you. We will be playing The Hunter Call the Wild, doing a turkey hunt for Thanksgiving. So if you have that game or have access to it, download it. I'll load the map up and we'll see who can get the biggest turkey. That should be interesting.
$10 says
Yeah.
I don't see a turkey the entire time.
Yeah, there's a good chance. I mean, I think if we do, there's that one map that's like really, really heavily populated. If Captain Chaos shows up, he'll probably just slaughter goats anyways and drive the turkeys over. But yeah, we'll be doing that Wednesday, but that next week there'll be no D&D, there'll be no midweek game as well. There's no formal banter and babble this week, so there'll be Let's Set the Tone. You can find them here. And don't forget to check out Have SB Review. You'll see me and Fanboy Tone mixing together margarita mix with a lager that just went live today, and it's quite funny. Probably some of his better work. All right. Now to get yelled at by Justinian. So until
I can't believe that.
It's coming.
until next time, we'll see you in the dungeon. Take care, everyone.
In the shadows of the night, where demons haunt and fright, everyone stands afraid to fight against the evil. But there are those that stand alone against the evil and the crones. Heroes willing to go the extra mile and end the evil with maximum style. When you need heroes to go deep, when you need heroes that never sleep, light us partners. When you know all hope is gone, when you need to right what's wrong, light us partners. Now evil will run and hide, as nothing but light now resides. Our heroes saving all the souls, their adventures now a tale of when you need